as y'all can see, we got the IS out today, man. Welcome back to the channel. You literally can't go wrong, man. It's so nice. So yeah, we got the IS out today. I'm about to take it up the road to go grab some lunch, and I got a couple of errands I need to run. Back end's a little dirty, man. One thing about the white cars, man, they do get dirty pretty quickly. If you guys can tell here, I got the car tinted over the weekend, so I went with a 30% carbon tint all around. I didn't do the front windshield. It's kind of bubbling on the driver's side because it was so humid over the weekend. It was like hella foggy. I think the humidity and like how foggy it was, just it kind of messed up the drying process on that one specific window, I'm assuming. So I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna wait and see kind of what happens with it. But yeah, man, here's the IS. We're about to go for a cruise, kind of down through some back roads that I like to run down. So I'm gonna go drive over there right now, pick up some food, and then we'll just slide back. I'm basically just gonna chat with you guys about plans on the car, because there's a lot. One of my favorite features is how it brings my seatbelt to me every time I get in the car, man. It just kind of brings it up to you. Cool feature that the F30 didn't have. I know the F30 was a sedan, obviously, but I think it's a really cool feature. Oftentimes when I'm just cruising around, I just put it in the regular drive mode and let it, you know, shift itself and do its own thing, the DCT. There is a lot of times where I'll put it into the sport gearbox and it shifts a lot differently. I will say though, this car's exhaust sounds so good. For it to be just a stock IS exhaust, I love it. Because this car is an M package and it does have like an M Sport exhaust. So when I'm just kind of cruising, it sounds pretty good, I must say. And the DCT is just so lovely. It even has like stock burbles as well, which is pretty cool, interesting. I think it mainly does it when it's in the sport mode. These roads right here are kind of bad, so I don't want to do too much right here. But this car, it's quick, guys. It's very quick. I love it though, man. It's so nice. Exhaust. This thing pulls, guys. This thing freaking pulls. And then the downshift sounds so good. It's so fun to drive. Not even catless yet. And then the DCT downshifts, they're just like, even though they're stock, man, they're nice. Make y'all know I'm going to get to this place I'm going to a new little hot chicken spot that's opened up out here. So I'm gonna be servicing the car this week actually. I've got some, you know, new ignition coils, some NGK spark plugs. I've got my oil change kit, new filters, stuff like that. I'm gonna be doing a transmission service on the car as well. You know, after we do all this little preventative maintenance stuff, it looks like the engine is in really good shape. I mean, it's not leaking actually at all anywhere. The valve cover isn't leaking, and the oil filter housing gasket isn't leaking, which is surprising for these cars. I mean, they tend to have leaks in these areas, and I won't be surprised if one comes, especially as I start to kind of break the engine in, because the previous owner, I don't believe, really was breaking the engine in at all, or really driving it that much or that hard how I'm going to be driving it, because I'm going to be daily driving it, and I'm going to be tuning it soon. Just look at the DCT, guys. Look how that shifts. It's so sweet, y'all. I mean, I got to do all this preventative maintenance stuff before I start tuning it. I'm still trying to decide if I want to do just a single turbo kit and not even play around with the twins, or, you know, if I want to go ahead and do like a full bolt-on twin setup, maybe like do some pure twins, some upgraded twins, or some Musselmans, something like that. I'm really still debating, because I'm not sure. I know the easier, cheaper way to do it would just be the twins route. But the single turbo kit, the single turbo setup is apparently, you know, a lot easier to work on, and it's also a lot funner and sounds a lot better. I know that for a fact. That's the only reason why I'm kind of stuck. You know, there's just preventative maintenance stuff that you have to do with these cars to make sure they're running good, and that's kind of what I want to focus on for the time being while I work on, you know, the aesthetics and everything. It's so yo, the IS is so great, bro. It's so great. It's so much funner than the F30, bro. The 328, it's insane. As y'all know, man, the first plans, of course, man, I'm gonna slam this thing. I'm about to get some BC coilovers probably here in the next few weeks. I can't imagine how it's gonna sound once the car is catless and tuned and it's just like popping. It's just gonna sound so ridiculous. I really haven't pushed the car, you know, to its limits. I feel like I haven't redlined it or anything in manual mode. You know, I've just kind of been doing little slight pulls, little 20 rolls, 40 rolls, and just kind of trying to break the engine in. But yeah, I'm gonna get some BC coilovers here in the next couple of weeks. That'll be kind of one of my first modifications outside of the maintenance stuff that I'm gonna be doing. And then I'm obviously gonna do some carbon fiber stuff. And this car, I plan to do real carbon stuff, so I'm probably gonna go through RW Carbon or Souvenir and try to get some real carbon bits on the car, because, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but on the F30, all of my carbon was fake carbon. So I actually want to get some real carbon for this car. It's gonna be more expensive, but I don't care. Oh my God, once it's tuned, I just can't wait. Like, even on a twin setup with like 400, 450 horsepower, I just know it's still gonna be insane, because the car just feels so good how it is stock. And I just can't imagine if it was like on a single turbo setup making like 550, 600 horsepower. That just has to be nuts. That has to be a crazy ass feeling. Bet. Pulling up to grab the food. So we got our chicken here, Scoville hot chicken. For some reason, this key oftentimes doesn't get detected. which is strange. This car, man, this build, man, is gonna be insane, man. I'm talking making serious power, man. It's gonna look so beautiful once it's lowered, once I get the wheels for it. I already have the wheels that I want for it. I don't have them yet, but I know the ones I want to get for it. I'm gonna have to, you know, figure out some ways to budget this whole build, because there's, you know, over 10 grand worth of stuff that I want to do to the car that I'm gonna have to, you know, budget for and plan this whole build out. But first things first will be the aesthetics, doing some carbon fiber bits, lowering the car, you know, getting the suspension right. And then after that, we'll actually start, you know, I might take a look at the rod bearings, possibly replace them. Possibly replace the rod bearings before we do like a big turbo kit or upgraded turbos. But I might just run like a full bolt-on tuned setup, you know, with stock turbos and everything, stock internals, without touching anything. So nice. It's different than the F30 in the fact that this is an actual sports car, you know. It's a 335 IS. It has the M package. It feels like an actual sports car. It has paddles. It sounds good. It has stock burbles, you know, like an M package car would. You can have a lot of fun with it and make it fast and drive it fast and enjoy it, and then you can just kind of cruise it and be in a comfortable, you know, beautiful interior daily driver. That's what I love about it so much. Yeah, you know, it's best of both worlds with this car. And another thing I'll say about the N54, or the IS at least, you can really hear those stock turbos whining, bro. You can hear them whining. When you're doing like some high RPM pulls and low gears, you really hear them, especially in the sport mode. When you put the car in sport, it's like the turbos get louder and they just kick up, which I'm sure they actually do. It's just crazy hearing it, man, and driving it for yourself, man, really feeling it. We'll get on a straight over here and I'll try to do like a straight, you know, good second gear pull. Second gear. No, why would you pull out in front of me like that? God. It's a 30 mile per hour pull in second gear. Whoever decided we're gonna make this IS and it's gonna have, you know, 20 extra horsepower from the normal 335, and it's gonna be over boosted, and it's gonna have its own exhaust, its own interior. Whoever's idea this was, man, thank you, sir. Whoever you are in Germany right now, this young man here in the United States says thank you. Like, just listen to it shift. need some better brakes though. That's for sure. Probably need some M Sport rotors. But yeah, gang, we finna pull up to the CVS over here. Gotta get my girl some emergency, some, you know, immunity stuff. She's feeling under the weather. She caught something. I'm not sure what it is. Hopefully I don't catch it myself. Gotta stop over here and grab her this, and then we'll be pulling back up to the crib. Just wanted to take the car out today and go grab some lunch and show you guys kind of what it feels like to be POV driving an E92 335 IS. And it's amazing. I love it so much, man. Freaking love this car. Gosh. It just looks so good too. Like, being that it's an OEM LCI car, like the F30, you know, I did all the LCI stuff myself. It was never, you know, OEM LCI. And then you just get this, you get into a real OEM LCI car. All the lights, tail lights, headlights, you know, everything about it, man. I love it so much. I just can't wait to build this car on the channel for you guys and have you guys along for the freaking ride, man. IS, let's get it. About to walk into CVS right now, so I guess I'll catch you guys in the next banger. Wow, walking away from it is just next level.